Have you ever paused and wondered, what would I do if I lost my job and couldn't find another one? Hi, I'm Vlad and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you why I decided to take a big step and become self-employed. I'll be sharing my experience as I see it. This is my first video, and from now on I will be sharing one video a week, maybe more if I'm lucky, about my journey of becoming self-employed. As of today, I work a regular 9 to 5 job as a technical support analyst, and I want to walk you through my experience. I have a couple of ideas that I want to try. They are related to YouTube. One of them is obviously this channel, and the second one is related to YouTube analytics, but I will cover that in my next videos. The purpose of this channel is to keep myself accountable and to share my experience with you and hopefully to inspire you, or at least to show you what didn't work for me. I apologize in advance, but I don't really. If the vibe is not always sunshine and rainbows. It's not an entertainment project, it's simply a place where I share my experience and show you things as I see them. A bit of background. I'm currently 34 years old. I don't have any super special skills. By the end of this year, I am hopefully graduating with a bachelor's in business IT. For the past 2 years, I've been working as a technical support analyst and mostly learning on the job, picking some self-study courses and also attending university classes. A question you may ask, why am I trying to become self-employed when I'm almost done with my degree and I have a stable job in tech? The answer is because it doesn't really feel stable, and here are my top 4 reasons. Reason number 1. Couldn't find a job. Yes, I'm currently employed, my contract is full-time and permanent, but when I tried to look for other positions just to see what the market looks like, I'd send out my resume and I couldn't get a single interview. I'm definitely worried about losing this job, but what worries me even more is not being able to land another decent position. This realization made one thing clear. If I lose this job, I might not find another good opportunity. Right now, test the waters. Apply for a position currently outside of your job and see what happens. If you receive rejections or no responses at all, start brainstorming an independent project that you can build on your own, so you wouldn't be completely dependent on somebody else's hiring decisions. Reason number 2. Corporate was making me dumb. When I asked myself, what would I do if I lost this job? And I was stuck. At university, I studied business and software engineering, but in the corporate world, I felt caught in between. I was too skilled to do the basic jobs that I used to do before, and yet not really qualified to move into a higher position. To be fair, 2 years ago, I was very happy to get this job. I was an adult student with no savings and bills to pay. Working from home, non-existent micromanagement, and a respectful environment, this was exactly what I needed. But the period when I was learning, when I was constantly learning and things were new, has passed. And there aren't very many opportunities to grow, and I feel like I'm wasting my capacity. My knowledge is limited to this specific role, not even the entire product, and within the one company. You might wonder, why didn't you switch roles within the company? And I actually did try a couple of times, but the roles went to other candidates or I wasn't qualified. And I realized that the only way to break out of this trap is to learn new skills for myself, and not because some corporate program told me to. You might think skills are transferable, so what's the difference between working for yourself or for a company? And this brings us to freedom, which I'll explain in a moment. Avoid the trap of a false sense of comfort. Just because you feel comfortable in your current position doesn't really mean you're an expert. Most corporate positions assign you a limited set of tasks. I would suggest to make a habit of assessing your skills regularly and to allocate some time each week to learn something new outside of what your employer expects. Reason number 3. Freedom. When I say self-employment, you probably think of freedom. But what does really freedom mean? For me, it breaks down into 3 parts: financial, physical, and mental freedom. Financial freedom means having the ability to influence how much you earn. In a traditional job, if you will ask for a raise, you might get a simple "we'll let you know" or nothing at all. In self-employment, your earnings are more directly tied to your efforts and results. Yes, you might earn less or sometimes nothing, but you also have the opportunity to earn more if you work smart and work hard. For instance, I did a calculation. If I work half as many hours and charged 50% less than the market rate per hour, I'd still earn more. Of course, it's not guaranteed a client will hire you, but nothing is guaranteed technically. Write down a comparison between what you earn in your current job and the worst case scenario of running an independent project. Seeing these numbers side by side will help you decide if taking the risk is worth it. Now, physical freedom. You might see those remote friendly positions and you might think that you can work from anywhere, right? Well, no. Because here's an example. I am an EU citizen, which allows me to work in any EU country for up to 6 months without any major tax issues. But at the same time, your employer can restrict it to, say, 1 month. And every time I need to ask, hey, can I travel? It feels a little bit humiliating. I really want to be able to pick up my laptop and to go wherever I want and whenever I want without needing permission. Consider this when you see remote friendly positions. Check how many days per year you can work from abroad, and if it's less than a few weeks, think about what true location independence look like for you and explore how to make that happen outside corporate constraints. Now, mental freedom. Corporate life means constant noise, dozens of urgent emails, endless chat notifications, different surveys you can't opt out of. Even in a good company, that background chatter drains your mental energy. You can mute or ignore some of it, but it still hovers over you. I want the freedom to decide what I worry about, not have it decided for me. Try turning off your work notifications for a set period and see how it feels. You might feel relieved or you might feel anxious about missing something important, and that's exactly this kind of stress that I'm trying to escape. I just want to feel normal. Reason number 4. Corporate insanity. Let's be honest, I'm done with all these corporate buzzwords and over-the-top job descriptions. You know the platform I mean, where everybody is happy to announce, thrilled to share, and excited to connect, or the company is looking for hungry individuals who can go the extra mile, work under pressure 24/7, speak 10 languages, have a driver's license, and so on, and they want to pay you very little. I'm done with that. Every time I see these ads, I just close the page. I'm sick of it. Next time you see a job ad that makes you roll eyes, remember that you don't have to do it forever. Yes, of course, there are times when we have to do it, like me right now, but at least make a plan for how you could escape it. Set a timeline or a milestone and see when will you have enough savings or a side income to be able to walk away. If you're still here, thank you so much. By now, it might feel that I hate my life, which isn't true. My message is, despite all these negative points, I'm choosing to see an opportunity. It might feel risky to leave so-called stability behind, but there is actually nothing to lose if you don't have anything to cling to. If I fail at self-employment, at least I know what it's like. If I stay in a job that drains my potential, I will always think, what if? At 34, with a nearly finished degree and a couple of years of tech support experience, I could stay comfortable for years. But deep down, I know that I'm capable of more than just opening support tickets and answering the requests. I want to build something that's mine, even if that means feeling insecure some days and learning as I go. This journey is not about overnight success, it's about taking action, making mistakes, and growing. If any part of you is itching to try something new, whether it's selling a product, starting a YouTube channel, or freelancing, take one small step today. It could be setting up a free website, drafting your first video script, or reaching out to someone you admire. Even if you're terrified, that first step is worth more than a year of I wish. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and if any of this resonates, whether you're worried about losing your job, fed up with corporate nonsense, comment below and share your story. If you're thinking of taking the leap, let me know what idea you have in mind. And if you want more updates on my ups and downs as I learn to be self-employed, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss my next week's video. Until then, take one small action, just one, and I'll see you in the next video.